Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because when you're
Okay,
controlling, there's
I
no
wanna
creating.
my project. I'll do it, but I just have to take a call really quickly. I just have to step away for 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's fine. Take your
Then when
time.
I come, I would like to channel. I would like to see if you're down for it. I don't
No,
want
the
to force
question
you
is
into
if
doing it.
you're down for it. There's no pressure.
I don't know if I'm down for it.
You need to get clear then.
Take your call, and
Yeah.
then we'll have you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there we go. We'll get our Thailand correspondent back very, very soon. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So, like I said, she's really taught me a lot about that whole. It's taken me down a rabbit hole. Like I did ayahuasca the other day, and nearly shit myself, but it was still a great
That's
experience.
what I heard. You're gonna purge one way or another.
Yeah, it's gonna come out one end or the other or both. And so,
fortunately for you, it was.
no. Fortunately for me, I fasted.
Oh. So, what was that experience like?
So I had a talk with her about this because while I was laying down, like I was communicating with another entity. And so I immediately thought about her and I was like, is this what she feels like all the time? Like, this is wild because you can talk to you're talking to the spirit, but it's not your thoughts. And so that's the closest thing I can think of how Kimberly channels is that's what she does, but she can do it naturally. I just have to eat a bunch of plants to get to where she wants to be.
Right. But when you say it's not your thoughts, it's
like, not you. I know when I'm talking to myself.
Right.
And I know when someone is talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so when I was laying there fucking on another planet, I was communicating with like a higher consciousness, but it wasn't me. Like I was asking it questions and it was giving me answers, but it wasn't myself because the answers were so clearly matter of fact. Like how would I explain that? Like they were just so clear because I hear you talk about that.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt like I felt that night is how you told me that they're how they come in.
It's like when there's no self in the way, you can experience truth. But people are so busy throwing around their ego. And if that's what you listen to, that's essentially why I got this tattoo. Blessed are those who know more than they see. If you just listen to and plug into what you see and what's presented to you, you're missing so much.
Yeah.
But when you get used to and start to plug into beyond that, from a place of high center, your higher self centered in your truth, then you experience the truth in all things. So think about it like this. You are in an expanded state. Right. So you begin to experience everything else in expanded form.
Right.
And to me, thank God for the... He's like going to combust over here.
I'm so sorry. So my sister just called me and my sister, Carlicia, can you say exactly what you just said to me and what you're about to do, please?
So I can't say exactly what I'm where I'm going and what it is, but I called my brother and my sister to let them know that I am gonna be going on a show to channel our dad and other things.
Wow! Look how that lined up.
It's a major show, and I literally just called him to tell him this, and he told me he's doing this, and I'm like,
crazy.
And that was literally the moment you were like, all right, I'm going to, but I gotta take a call.
And wait, this was that the
literally,
call? That was the call?
This is the call, bro.
Wow.
This was the call that I had to step away from this conversation.
So that's your
and
father
go into
at work.
Your dad trying to tell you he sees what you're doing
right now. This is fucking not cool.
That's your father creating synchysticity. Absolutely.
That is wild.
Bravo, Dad.
That
Good
is
job, Dad.
wild.
That
That out of all these, and she's never talked. Have you ever talked with a psychic before, or channeled him? I can't hear her.
We can't hear her.
Not since my dad passed away. So this is it's really my best friend called me literally like maybe 30 minutes ago to an hour and asked me to go on the show with her. And I'm like, I'm nervous. So I was like, let me call my brother and my sister so they know what's happening.
That's amazing. And you literally just
and it's not like he how long ago did he pass away?
He was 16.
He passed away in 2006.
So in the last 18 years, no one's talked to him, and it just so happened that you're channeling him at the same time, like because she's gonna go on a show, you're on one currently.
That's amazing,
and it's happening. That's wild.
That's wild.
That's divine alignment, for
man.
Sure.
This is terrifying.
No, because it's also what are the odds?
Even
like how we made the time. It's 4 a.m.
This is when
Thailand.
This is
4 a.m. for me
Dad
right now.
saying it's time.
That is crazy.
That's
wild.
That's pretty.
Wow.
That's the
amazing.
most.
Wait, where's your sister? So you're in Thailand. Where's your sister?
I'm in Thailand. Carlicia is in Atlanta. Cameron is in Las Vegas. We are all in different parts of the world. It's 4 a.m. right now. You're scaring me.
That's amazing.
That is pretty crazy.
That
of all the
is your
things you could
dad.
have just called him for, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I've never talked to. I just told you that.
You literally
I've never
just
talked
said
about
yes.
I do not do psychic shit because I do not do the energy thing because I'm scared of communicating with ghosts because I feel like they are going to fuck. And now look, I'm talking to a psychic, and now my sister's gonna talk to a psychic, and then Dad's trying to find it. I told you
No, if you don't do it right now, he gonna tell her, "Hey, tell Micah call me."
Can you tell him I can pick up the damn phone?
Pick up the damn phone.
That's amazing.
That's wild. Wow.
So, you guys want to do it while you're on the phone, or do you want to wait for your moment?
We can.
I know you're gonna have your own moment, and I don't want to step on your moment because you're gonna have your own moment. But now we have a psychic on the fucking line right now with both sisters. Like I feel like God and Dad is telling us to do this right now. I don't fucking.
It's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, I'm not here to push what I do on anybody because you got to be open to it. And
I would like to get my message from Dad with my sisters.
I love that. Absolutely. Okay, can I just have each of you state your first name?
Do you need a paper?
Yeah, that would be good.
Do you have like a pen and paper?
I'll go get that.
So I'll have you guys state your first name and then Dad's first name. Like, and if it was like Robert and he went by Bob, like let me know if he had a nickname. And that's it. I don't want anything else.
Gerald.
Okay.
His first name's Gerald. With Dad, he was the teddy bear.
Okay.
Do you guys have any nicknames for Dad or anything?
No, just Dad.
Just Dad.
Okay. So, but did he, by friends and family, did he go by Gerald, Jerry, or?
Gerald.
He went by Jerry. He went by G.
G, yeah.
All right.
Or Bert.
And can I have the ladies say their first, like just all of you say your first name, because when you do, you're casting your energy in a way that I can like, sounds crazy, I know. Just say your first name.
Carlicia.
Oh, pretty.
Cameron.
And Lamika.
Okay, so I'm going to explain the process a little bit before I start. That way you kind of know what to expect. Typically when I channel, I write and scribble a lot because I can see better. Okay, so I'm going to be writing, taking notes, and then I'll share what I see or what comes through. In this process, what I do is I will connect your father. I'll have him share whatever he would like to validate his presence to you. Okay. It's important for you guys to acknowledge what you can. If you understand what's coming through, just make the acknowledgement. Like if he's talking about something, you're like, yeah, I know what that is. Please say so. Because when you do, you ground his energy when you make those acknowledgements. When he's grounded, I can see him and hear him better. Does that make sense? Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay with this, Lamika? It seems like...
like he holding his breath.
I know. Breathe. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So after I feel like he has validated his presence a little bit, then I'll kind of open it up for a little bit of free conversation if you want him to like share insight on something. Okay, so we have Carlicia, Cameron, Lamika. I'm going to listen for just a few seconds here. This is actually long overdue. So that's definitely coming through. Okay. All right. So, and I will say this too, if there are some things that you don't understand, you don't know, please take a note of it and revisit it later, because this right now is going to be a very emotionally charged space and you might forget some things. So just keep that in mind. And it also might be future reference. First and foremost, I feel like I want to talk about a ring. Does somebody have his ring or a piece of jewelry that was either was his, belonged to him, or is made in memory of him? Who's got the jewelry? Wants me to talk about?
I have a ring.
Sorry?
I have a ring and Carlicia have a ring.
Very well. Okay. Was it his ring or was it a ring made in honor of him?
It was his ring.
Okay. See what I wrote down? Just in case you want to see.
What is that? A ring.
Ring. Like that was the first thing coming through. And by the way, the whole time we've been talking, I've been hearing this. So it's just a matter of like everything has to align in order for us to allow it to come through. How do we connect to the number 9 or the month of September? There's either a birthday in September or on the 9th of a month, or an anniversary. There's something with the number 9 here.
He passed November 10th. That evening. I don't know if he actually passed on the 9th or the 10th, but he passed November 10th. But that's as close as I can think of that.
When these numbers come through, it's either something describing him or you or friends and family around you. So someone's got a birthday either on the 9th of a month or in the month of September, or an anniversary. So there's something with the number 9 here. And again, when they share these things, he's not always describing himself. He's describing you or friends and family around you. So keep that in mind, okay? Is mom still alive?
No, she actually passed recently.
Okay,
but not recently. She passed.
Does she have
20?
Yeah, where's the number 9 come in? Does she have connection to the number 9?
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. I'm taking notes so we can send these notes to you afterwards if need be. We're going to move through a few more pieces here. How do you connect to the month of July? Birthday, anniversary?
His birthday is July 13th.
Okay, so there's no message behind it. It's just something that he's giving to validate his presence here in the session. He has me write down the word July, the month of July, having some significance. So if that's when his birthday was, it's just his way of validating his presence, okay? Also, I need to talk about being laid to rest by cremation. So I don't know if that was him or someone else.
Yeah, he was cremated.
Okay, so see here, he had me write down the word ashes.
Yeah.
So again, but this is a little different. When they bring these things up to validate their presence, first and foremost, I have them validate before I let them speak freely so that you know it's them. But when they acknowledge the way they were laid to rest, whether traditionally or through cremation, it's not just an acknowledgement, it's his way of showing closure over the timing of his passing and how he was laid to rest, okay? So please know that there is a little bit more of a message behind that. Lamika, you need to hear how proud he is of you. Like he's saying to tell you, like he's going to try to kind of push through a little bit and move past my validation process here. He just keeps saying like, he didn't say it enough here in the physical. So you need to know how proud he is of you and who you are, but who you choose to be. He said, like, that's the most important thing. It's like who you choose to be. And I need you to validate just yes or no, because he keeps referencing like you younger, like younger in your childhood, and him. He goes, I didn't say it enough. I didn't say it enough. And I don't know if that's true. This is up to you to validate yes or no. He's saying that he doesn't feel like he said it enough as you were growing up. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. He just keeps repeating that. It's important that you know that. let's see here. I don't know what that means, but we'll come back to that. Um, does that make sense to you, first of all, before I move on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. To the ladies, well, that might be an assumption on my part, but I feel like I'm supposed to move to the ladies and talk about this next piece. Is someone having a baby or just had a baby?
I want to have a baby.
Trying to have a baby. Okay. Who was that said that?
Carly's.
Carly's, yeah.
Okay. So you guys can't see what I'm writing down here, but he had me write down the word baby with an arrow. When they have me draw arrows, sometimes they'll have me draw boxes, they'll have me draw all kinds of weird things. He's having me draw an arrow, and he had me write the word baby on top of it. That means that's the direction we're heading, like someone's going to have a baby. So if we're not already expecting, it's probably going to be soon. Like it's going to happen. So I don't know if that's something you need to hear or if you're trying or what that space is, but he's acknowledging the family is going to expand. I need to talk about a baby coming in. I mean, he's going as far as sharing gender, but I don't know if we want to go that far. It's up to you. He's showing a baby girl coming into the family. So if you get pregnant sometime, I would love to hear back from you. But this is just his way of showing like acknowledgement, like seeing what's going on in your life, seeing, what you're thinking about or what you're heading towards and wanting you to know he's a part of it, and wanting to be more of a part of it than ever. Feeling like I don't want to say like he missed out growing up, but like not as involved as he wants to be or sees now that he would be. Can you validate, any of you, was he unable to say goodbye before he passed? He keeps showing me that symbol, like either he couldn't speak or did not get to say goodbye before his transition. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So to me, he just, again, is showing my symbol for didn't get to say goodbye before he passed, but it doesn't mean, like, even though he didn't get to say goodbye, he's saying it doesn't mean that changes his expression of love, like how much, like didn't get to say I love you, but I need you to know how much I love you. I need you to know. He just keeps repeating that. And also how proud I am of you. I don't know who this belongs to, but he wants to talk about someone in the family having like stomach issues, digestive issues. Like we need to pay attention to this. We need to take care of it. Do you guys understand where that is?
Yeah, it's probably me or Lamika.
Can you like share a little bit if you don't mind? Like we need to take care of this.
Me.
I don't know. For me, I have like really bad stomach issues. I throw up a lot, and I have like bad acid reflux and just a lot of different things that go on with me. And Lamika, you can speak on yourself.
My stomach lining is messed up,
Yeah.
and I have H. pylori. I had H. pylori, which has basically been eating away at my stomach.
Between the two of you, which one of you is either going to have surgery or has had surgery about the stomach?
Carlicia can talk to you about
that. I've had surgery. For my stomach, I had vertical sleeve. And that's what's creating the issues most likely.
Okay. Hold on. Let me piece this out a little bit. First and foremost, the message is, okay, so we need to acknowledge why there's a parallel, why both of you are having stomach issues, but we'll get to that. The surgery, Lamika, have you had any kind of procedure done around your stomach issues? Just yes or no for now.
Yes.
Are you having another procedure done that you're aware of or that you're planning on or thinking about right now? Because this energy,
not right.
The energy is pulling more towards you, Lamika, around like be responsive, like take care. Like if your stomach's acting up and bothering you, like respond. Like, don't put it off, pay attention to it, just so you don't have to prolong discomfort. It's not like there's some sort of big warning behind it. There's not some sort of big scary thing. Nothing like that. It's just like take care of it, stay proactive. But I will say he does show it's the feeling of like a new procedure being done that I feel like it might, okay, just bear with me here. Okay. This is all future reference stuff. So this is the stuff that I would say, take a note of. He's showing going into a new procedure. This procedure feels a little bit new and different or modern in some way where you might feel like you don't trust it. But he's saying trust it and go with it, because the after effect, what I see is like things are zipped up. Like you're feeling much better. Things are buttoned up. It's going to be okay. It's like he needs you to have comfort in knowing that, so that health doesn't continue to deteriorate or decline around some sort of issue. With H. pylori, I'm not real familiar with what that is. Does this cause, or between the two of you, like a lack in nutrient absorption?
Maybe I've actually had to change my entire eating habits and everything in my entire diet. I'm trying to. I've been trying to. A lot of my emotions are attached to my stomach.
Oh, I got to get you to talk to my friend Dimitri for sure. Like, so he helps you remove all that charge. If you carry, so just to kind of go off on that a little bit, what you talked about, and I think this is relative to sister as well, the sister that was talking with the stomach issues. If you carry emotional charge, emotional history, I mean, we all do to an extent. And for the most part, it settles in our joints. We become stiff, achy, sore. However, I'm like you, Lamika, in that if I'm stressed, it goes right to my stomach, and my stomach will be jacked up. So if you don't know how to neutralize or clear that energy, it has to ground somewhere, and it's going to take it out on your body. Your body takes the blow, basically. So training people how to neutralize the charge is so important. So I'm going to show you something to do that's going to help you just really move that energy for now until, you feel like you can maybe do whatever else you got to do. Because your dad is showing like, this is important, because he's showing like a decreased ability to absorb nutrients, which of course is just going to lead to more issues. If there's stuff going on in the stomach, because he keeps saying we need to pay attention to this.